Well, hello everyone. Hopefully you're doing pretty well today. My name is Deborah and welcome to my channel, Crafty Chalk and Creations. I am an independent designer of Chalk Couture, and today I'm going to be doing a project using one of the small pumpkins from their set of 3 wood cutouts. Okay, this is the back side of a project that I've done. I'll show that to you in just a second. But you get what they're having, and their special is it ends September 30th of 2022 while supplies last. You buy one set, you get the second set free. So and it has to be identical sets. So you can get 2 sets of these pumpkin cutouts for the price of one. They do have some other cutout shapes that you can also get. They got the autumn leaves, the deer, the tree, I think the snowflakes, and the house shapes. Okay, like I said, it's while supplies last till September 30th. And these are the ones I'm using the back side. They come painted white like this, but this is from I'm using the back side of the ones that I did with the henna transfer. I will post a link down to that video if you'd like to see that video below in the description box. And if I'm able to do it, I will post it also at the end of this video. But I thought this would be really cute with September's Club Couture transfer. Grateful for this day. I like this transfer, and I was kind of struggling of coming up with a project, and for some reason or another, it just clicked. Okay, and I thought I'm just going to use elements of it. I'm going to use the little acorns, and I'm going to use this part. Now, if you're not familiar with what Club Couture is, I will post a link down below in the description box. That way, you can go ahead and read information about it, and you can make a decision if you'd like to sign up or not. I would greatly appreciate it if you did. But really quickly, for $21.99 within the United States, you will get this shipped to your house for free. You will also have sales tax added to that. You get 3 coordinating paste packets. With this one, I believe it's rust, camel, and black. I will not be using all those colors on my project here. I'll be using camel. But those are the 3 colors that you will get. Plus, if you're a first-time subscriber, Chalk Couture will send you a mini squeegee. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Now, I have already sanded this. Now, these come pretty smooth, but I went ahead and sanded it because I was just going to use the white, and then I was just going to wax it. And I thought, you know what? The colors that I chose, I'm going to be using shimmer copper. I'm going to be using bark brown. And then I'm going to be using the pesto, okay? Now, like I said, you will get the 3 paste packets, okay? It would be the rust, the black, and the camel. I'm going to be using camel because I decided I'm going to paint this because I think the white is going to be too bright for the colors that I have chosen. But if you would like to just be able to get, this is their Fall Festive Paste Palette Pack, okay? It has the shimmer copper and the pesto. So if you wanted to get the palette pack with these other colors, you can do that. I will have an editable shopping cart link posted down below with some of the products here that I'm using from Chalk Couture. So that way, if you would like to get them, you want to edit it, you can. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, no, I'm not going to do the surface wax. I'm using the camel, so I decided I'm going to paint this camel with the camel paste because I thought the bright might look just a little too. I just think with the darker colors, I think it needs to be, the surface needs to be a little bit darker. So I have my paintbrush here, and I've got the camel paste. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my paintbrush, I'm going to put it in and just start painting. I've got a little bit of water here. You can't see, but I've got a little thing of water here. And I am just going to try to spread it out a little bit. Now, it's not going to be perfectly smooth and even. Probably because I sanded it. It wasn't as much grip. But that's okay. It gives it texture. And you can just kind of swipe it if you want, like make it look like the sections of a pumpkin. You can just go straight, diagonal, however you want to do it. Add a little bit more on here. And then I've got my little drying tool. I'm going to use that. I think that will be just fine the way that is. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry it. I'm going to sand it just a little bit, and then I'm going to wax it. And why that is that way when I put down my transfer, even though I fuzz it, it won't possibly pull up any of the paint off the surface, and it'll also protect my transfer from getting any paint or anything stuck on the back of it, or possibly ruining my transfer. There's still a couple little wet spots. There you go, that's a better look there. I've got my hot light I'm using because I've got an overcast day and it's been raining, you know, typical fall stuff. But I thought this would be really cute for Thanksgiving, and with the back of the other two, I'm going to be doing another video with a couple different transfers. Alright, that looks like it's dry. So I take my surface wax, oops, the lid, and this is just an old towel that I just ripped in half. It doesn't take much wax, you just kind of go in there a little bit, just smear it around. And then with the other side, you just kind of go ahead and buff it. Sorry if the camera is shaking there. Some of my paste came off. Was not completely dry. All right, we're just going to do a little touch up, little finger paint here. Tissue there. Let me make sure that it's good and dry. Just that one little spot, and here I've got paste all over me now. Things like that can happen. Just do a little quick fix there. I need to get myself a wipe, a disinfectant wipe. That's what I have on hand. I don't have a wet towel available. I just washed my hand. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. So I'm just going to put on a little bit more wax on there. There we go. Just kind of buff it. And there we have it. That's all set. And I like how that turned out because it shows some of the wood grain in the wood cutout. All right, so we're done with the waxing. Now it is time to fuzz our transfer. All right, these are reusable transfers. Chalk Couture states that you can use them anywhere from 8 to 12 times. What I'm peeling it off of is called the backer sheet. I've already marked the back of it. That's the matte side. The shiny side is once you clean your transfer with water and a like a Miracle Eraser or Chalk Couture's board eraser. You adhere it to the back of your backer sheet. So be sure to keep that. And your transfer will also come shipped in a plastic sleeve. You can use that for storage also. So what you need to do is you need to fuzz, because like I said, they are sticky, they are reusable, and to take some of that stickiness off. That way it does not stick to your surface so well to where it could possibly stretch into store. Now even though we waxed, when you have a lot of green areas like this, some of these transfers can be extremely sticky, and sometimes you will need to fuzz these, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. If you're going to apply this to glass, you need to fuzz the fiddle out of it. I mean, to where it is just barely tacky, because that stuff will stick. These will stick to glass like glue. So if you decide to put any of these transfers, you have got to fuzz the fiddle. I do have some videos where I've done on my glass, on my door. All right. It's still pretty sticky, but I think it should be okay with the wax. So I want to do the acorns on either side. You know what? I probably should do those first. And that will help me position. Or should I? You know what? It's like I have it in my mind, but I got to figure out the way that I want to do this. Because if I lay it on here, then I got to do, you know what? I'll do the wording and then I'll do the little acorns. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, position there, because I may have to reset those. I want my saying on here. So I have this set a little bit lower on my pumpkin right there. Now these can stand on their own. They're about, I would say, 3/4 of an inch thick, maybe an inch. So I would like that a little bit lower there. Now you can measure if you like to, if you want everything symmetrical, you want to make sure you've got everything straight, you are welcome to do that. I am just trying to give ideas of what it is you can do with some of these transfers and with this little pumpkin surface that they have. All right, so I'm smoothing this over with my fingers so that way I know I have good contact. Let me make sure I'm not, yeah, that's going to work out really good. Okay. Sorry, the camera's shaking. It's attached to my surface, obviously, here. All right, I'm going to be using bark. I didn't want to use the black. I'm going to be using bark. Now, they do not have any paste packets of the bark, nor the pesto or the shimmer copper, okay? So that's why I was suggesting that paste palette pack. Otherwise, you'll need to get the jar. It's totally up to you. What do I do? Oh, here. And I'm going to be using my mini squeegee. And I'm just going to go in the paste here with the bevel side, and I just generously apply it. Now, if you feel you're going to be a little careless, you can tape off with some painter's tape, or Chalk Couture has their own, it's like a roller on a roll basically, their own placement tape. That way you don't have to worry about getting any paste in the areas that you don't want to. That's just an option. But there's a big enough gap in between there. You should be all right. Okay, so I have that on there. I'm going to scrape this off, and then I'm just going to go back over this and scrape off any excess. So that way I have good even coverage. Now I am done with the brown, I think. You know what? No. Okay, now I'm going to peel this up. Now you just slowly peel it up. That way if I missed a spot, then I can just touch it up. It might be a little crooked. Let me see if I can enlarge this. There we go. And that's how it looks with the brown. All right, I'm going to leave that, flip that up there. I'm going to give this a little quick dry here. So that way I can lay my acorns, because I want to do my acorns on either side. I'm going to do the acorn part with the shimmer copper. And I think I'm going to do the leaf with the pesto. I was going to do the cap with the pesto, but I might incorporate some of the brown. I'll decide when I get there. Okay, I just want to try to make sure this is dry. It feels dry. Okay, and I need to clean my mini squeegee off. Now I was going to use my multi-tool. This is the multi-tool. I was going to use that, but I figured, you know, if you're a first-time person, then you might just want to use your mini squeegee. So I'm going to do this with mini squeegee to show you, yes, you can do it just with that one. All you do is get a piece of paper towel or a washable towel if you want. This paste is water-soluble, but on fabric it can stain fabric. So just have that in mind. I have an extra towel over there that I use for my painting and when I spritz it, and some colors have stained the towel. All right, so I want to do my acorns, and I'm going to use my backer sheet over that a little bit because I don't want to get any paste. Oop, that is sticky. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad I did my wording first because you can see it's going to be like right on the edge there. I'm trying to prevent any of this possibly coming through on there. Okay. go, I'm going to place it there. Now I'm going to do the shimmer copper. That is so pretty. Looks like a brand new shiny penny. It's not going to take much. I'm just going to get a little bit here on the corner. Now I'm going to have to move quick for this. I might even have to do the peel and lift method. We'll see. Oh, make sure that's down. All right, I am just going to apply this. Scrape off the excess. Now it will take a little finagling, but it can be done. All right, got that. Now I'm going to go into my pesto. Get the little leaf here and right there. Whoops, okay. It will clean off, but I don't want a big blot sitting there in the meantime. Do that there. And then I think I'm going to go into the brown a little bit there for the cap. Now you could do it all green if you want it to. I should have wiped that off. I got a little bit of green in there. Okay. I will not put that back in there. Now you can do these all one color if you would like to. That's totally your choice. All right, and then we'll peel it up. And there's a little acorn. I think that is just stinking darling. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other side. I think that looks close enough. Ooh, you know what? I need to give this a little dry. Because that transfer is going to lay right on it. Ooh, that's hot. That'd be hot, hot, hot. All right. And now we're going to do the right side. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And then I'm going to do the same thing. All right, shimmer copper. Oh, almost put it in the wrong one. You're done with the copper. What did I do with my towel? Here it is. Okay. And do a little of the pesto. Leaves. It doesn't matter. You can mix brown and green, you know. And do your little top like that. Just kind of do a mix. If you want, it's totally up to you. And I got part of that little dot there, which I did not want. Okay, so I'm going to peel that one up. And there we go. All right, now, let's set this aside. See, this is the towel and that I use. And then with sticky side down, I just lay it on there and I spritz it with water until I can get it to the sink to clean it. All right. Now, I'm just going to kind of put my caps back on here a little bit. That is just, I think that is just absolutely cute. And I think it's going to look really nice when I do my other pumpkins with the gather and the Good Life transfers. That's going to be for another video. Ooh, that was really close. So sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick dry. That little acorn. Now I have some jute twine here. I'm going to see if I can wrap a little bit around that stem and tie a little bow. All right, let me see if I can pull that back out. There we go. I'm just going to cut off, I don't know, 1.5 feet, 2 foot here. I don't know. And then I am just going to kind of wrap it around it. Oh, okay, I need a little bit longer than that if I want to wrap a lot. We'll just do twice. And then just tie a little bow. Now you can add beads to your twine there if you want and just kind of trim it off. And add it at the end, or just leave a little bow. I think that is just absolutely cute. And there you go. I think that is just darling. I hope you enjoyed this video. I gave you an idea of something you can do with September's Club Couture transfer. It also lets you know about the 3-pack of the pumpkins. And if you just wanted to use one of the 3 set, you can, or you can make a combination for a project to decorate with your home with, and maybe use something for Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a wonderful day.